Are you stopping yourself from being great because you question yourself? What if Miyamoto Musashi's legendary knowledge could help you break free, get over your fears, and reach your full potential? This video will show you strong lessons from the samurai who never lost that will help you silence your inner critic and change your life. Now is the time to start your journey to unwavering confidence and success. Lesson 1. Acknowledge your self-doubt. Recognizing that you have self-doubt is the first thing that you need to do to get rid of it. Self-doubt doesn't go away when you ignore it or push it down. Instead, it stays in the background and quietly hurts your confidence and efforts. The famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi said it was important to fully understand oneself, which meant recognizing one's flaws and fears. He thought that knowing yourself was the key to being strong, because how can you beat something you don't want to face? Self-doubt is a normal feeling that everyone feels. Even the most successful people have had times when they weren't sure what to do. The difference is in how they deal with it, though. Identifying and accepting your self-doubt is the first thing that you need to do to get back in charge. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never be good enough," you could say, "Right now, I'm not sure what I can do." This small change helps you see self-doubt as a feeling instead of a trait that defines you. Musashi's teachings tell us that a warrior should know the terrain before going into battle. The fight in life is your mind, and self-doubt is one of the things you have to get past. By recognizing its appearance, you can see more clearly what problems you will face. This knowledge helps you figure out if your questions are based on facts or just fears that aren't true. If you feel like you question yourself, writing in a journal can help you deal with it. Write down how you feel, what you think, and the things that make you feel that way. You might feel less overwhelmed and more able to handle your questions after writing them down. You might start to see trends, like comparing yourself to others or being afraid of failing, which lets you deal with the real reasons. Musashi also taught people how important it is to accept that mistakes are a normal part of life. A lot of the time, self-doubt comes from trying too hard to be perfect. Accept that doubt is a part of learning and growing instead. Know that it's okay to be uncertain. It doesn't limit your abilities. Recognizing self-doubt doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you see a problem so you can solve it. You have to face your self-doubt straight on to disarm it, just like Musashi did when he faced an enemy. Being honest with yourself gives you the confidence and strength you need to move forward. Lesson 2. Challenge negative thoughts. A negative thought is like a shadow that makes it hard to see clearly and makes you lose faith. They whisper worries into your ear, making you doubt your skills and worth. The famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi believed in facing your lies and seeing things as they really are. He taught that having a clear mind is important for getting control of yourself and getting past problems. This attitude is very helpful when dealing with the bad things that happen inside. Before you can fight bad thoughts, you need to be aware of them. A lot of these thoughts are running in the background, having a small effect on your choices and feelings. Watch your inner conversation to begin. Are you quick to discredit your successes or dwell on your flaws? The first step in breaking these habits is to become aware of them. Musashi talked about how important it is to be able to tell the difference between truth and lies. Cognitive distortions, like exaggerations or wrong readings of reality, are a common cause of negative thoughts. You might think things like, "I'll never be good enough," or "I fail all the time." Most of the time, these absolutes are wrong. When you have these kinds of ideas, ask yourself, is this true? Or what evidence supports this belief? Quite often, these thoughts aren't based on anything real. They come from fear instead. Change the way you see things, like Musashi changed the way he thought about fighting. When things go wrong, don't see it as a failure. See it as a chance to get better. Say, "I'm learning," or "I'll get better with practice," instead of "I can't." By changing the way you think, you can change your attitude from one of defeating yourself to one of empowering yourself. Musashi also talked a lot about how important it was to train your mind. He said to train your mind the same way you train your body. This requires regular practice, switching your attention from bad things to good things. Put affirmations, motivational quotes, or reminders of past wins all around you. These small things can help you deal with negative thoughts and boost your confidence in your skills. When you fight negative thoughts, you're not denying truth. You're just changing how you see it. If you follow Musashi's advice about being clear and mentally disciplined, you can break free from doubt and build confidence that will last. Lesson 3. Set small, achievable goals. When there is a huge gap between where you are and where you want to be, self-doubt often grows. The gap can seem impossible to close, leaving you frozen and doubting your skills. To get past this, focus on making small goals that you can actually reach. These will help you get to your bigger goals. Miyamoto Musashi's theory stresses breaking down the impossible into parts that are easier to handle. This is a general rule that can be used to deal with any problem. When you give yourself small goals, you can build up your progress. Each small win shows that you can do it, which quiets the voice of self-doubt little by little. Think about climbing a rock. Instead of looking up at the top and feeling hopeless, focus on each step you take. This process not only keeps you going, but it also makes you more sure that you can win. Musashi's lessons tell us to be disciplined and careful in our lives. See what you can't see with your eyes was one of his famous words, asterisk in other words. It means realizing the hidden power of small steps toward growth. You might not notice the effects of small goals right away, but they build confidence and skill over time. Pick one area of your life where you feel like self-doubt is stopping you. You should set a clear, attainable goal that you can reach quickly. Set a goal to practice for 15 minutes every day if you don't think you can learn a new skill. Once you've done that, raise the bar a little. Setting and reaching these smaller goals will help you feel more confident and ready to take on bigger tasks. Don't forget that even the best fighters had to start with the basics. Musashi's unmatched skill wasn't gained in a single session, but through years of dedicated practice and small, regular wins. You can work toward your goals with patience and determination if you think this way. Take a moment to enjoy your success, no matter how small it may seem. Every step you take forward shows how strong and determined you are. Self-doubt may tell you that you can't do something, but every little goal you reach proves that voice wrong. You'll be able to dream bigger and aim higher as your confidence grows. Lesson 4. Focus on your strengths. It's easy to get lost in what you think are your flaws when you have self-doubt. You might think about the things that make you feel bad about yourself or compare yourself negatively to other people. But this bad cycle only makes you doubt yourself more. To get over it, you need to consciously shift your attention to your strengths, which are the things that make you special, like your talents and skills. The famous fighter Miyamoto Musashi often talked about how important it is to know yourself. In the Book of 5 Rings, he told fighters to learn all about their skills. He thought that the first step to real mastery was to understand and improve one's natural skills. This advice is good for every part of life. You can feel more confident in your ability to handle challenges and reach your goals if you know what your skills are and use them to your advantage. First, make a list of the things you're good at. Just think about the things that come naturally to you. Some of these are problem solving, being creative, talking to others, and not giving up. If you're not sure, ask friends or co-workers you trust what they think. They may see strengths in you that you don't see yourself. Recognizing these skills helps you see yourself more clearly and understand how valuable you are. Once you know what your skills are, use them to get things done. For instance, if you're good at talking to people, use that skill in groups to persuade and motivate them. You should count on your ability to stay calm under pressure when things get tough. You naturally feel more capable and sure of yourself when you play to your skills. Musashi also taught that the best way to improve skills is to keep practicing them. He thought that everyone should always be trying to get better, even if they were already good at something. In the same way, you should work to improve your skills so they can help you succeed even more. Focusing on your skills doesn't mean you should ignore the things you could do better. It's about changing your way of thinking from blaming yourself to praising yourself. Know that you have limits, but those limits don't make you who you are. You are defined by the special traits you bring to the table and your determination to use them in a good way. You can build strong self-belief by focusing on and building on your skills. This will help you face challenges with confidence and reach your full potential. Lesson 5. Embrace failure as growth. There is a lot of fear behind self-doubt. We need to change how we think about loss so that we see it not as the end, but as a way to get to success. Even though Musashi had many problems and setbacks in his life, he became a famous figure because he saw them as part of his journey. He wrote, "The way is in training," which means that every event, even failing, is a chance to learn and get better. Think about the mistakes you've made in the past and what they taught you. Did a failure show you a skill you needed to work on or a plan you needed to change? Instead of seeing loss as a sign of how good you are, see it as feedback. Musashi's strength in the face of loss shows us that losing is not the end. Every mistake you make is a chance to get better and stronger mentally. You are committed to growth if you have the courage to accept loss. Self-doubt is useless once you stop being afraid of failing. You start to see problems as chances to learn and successes as lessons. We are encouraged to keep going by Musashi's teachings, which tell us that real strength comes from being able to get back up after falling. Lesson 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. The people you hang out with have a big impact on how you think. Self-doubt can be fought by surrounding yourself with positive and helpful people. Musashi thought it was important to learn from others and have teachers. He was known for going on his own road, but he also shared what he knew and learned from others. He believed in the power of connections and how important it is to be around people who make you want to grow. Find the people who make you feel good and give you hope. These people can help you see things from a different point of view, remind you of your strengths, and give you helpful comments. On the other hand, stay away from people who spread negative or make you doubt your own abilities. Musashi's ideas also tell us to take something away from every experience. Relationships that are hard can teach us how to be strong and patient, but put ties that help you grow and boost your confidence at the top of your list. A group that supports you can be like a mirror, showing you what you're capable of and reminding you that fighting self-doubt is not a battle you fight alone. You can get through tough times and enjoy your wins as a group, building a network of strength and support. Lesson 7. Take action despite doubt. A lot of the time, self-doubt stops us from doing the things that would help us grow. To get past it, you have to act even though you have questions. Musashi was very good at making quick decisions. He thought that not moving was more dangerous than moving in the wrong direction. His ideas teach us to believe in our training and our feelings, and to act with purpose even when we don't know what will happen. Take a small step forward when your fear tells you that you are not ready. Taking action builds momentum, which in turn builds trust. Every move, no matter how small, shows you that you can do it. Musashi's lessons stress how important it is to stick with something. When you decide to do something, do it with all your heart. Doubt grows when you only try half-heartedly, but it goes away when you fully commit. Believe that you can change and learn as you go. It takes guts to act even when you're not sure. It shows that you care more about progress than comfort. Many years later, Musashi's legacy tells us that the only way to be great is to face your fears head-on. How to get over self-doubt is a path of learning about yourself and growing. You can reach your full potential if you face your doubts, fight negativity, set goals that you can reach, focus on your skills, be open to failure, surround yourself with support, and take action. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings are timeless and tell us that the way to mastery starts inside us. You may never get rid of all your doubts, but every step forward shows you that you can handle them. Take a look at Musashi's wise words to help you face your questions, accept your path, and find the greatness inside you.